A nationwide movement opposing the early actions of President Trump's administration came to Watertown on Wednesday. Nearly 30 demonstrators gathered in Public Square to protest President Trump's flurry of executive orders, including government funding cuts, new tariffs, and ending birthright citizenship. People sang the national anthem, waved American flags, and held up signs reading "Defend the Constitution, Save Democracy, and Take Back Our Country from the Billionaires."
We don't want to see our country run by oligarchs or by billionaires. It's a democracy for the people, by the people, and we want it to stay that way.
The Watertown rally was one of many held throughout the U.S. today.